Hello and welcome back to the final plan with me. This is Rachel with the Pratt Public Library, and I am sharing with you all today my resources and inspiration for paper planning, digital planning, getting organized in general, spring cleaning my brain, all that sort of thing. So this is going to be a pretty big list of things that I use to inspire my planning process and things that I use to help inform and streamline that process. So be sure to stay tuned or check in the comments for the links for the things so that you can kind of see what different ideas you can grab along the way. So, to start, as you can see, again, I put my one of my slides from the Spring Clean Your Brain workshop on my wallpaper, and this slide was all about the inspiration for getting organized. So you can incorporate a mini vision board in your planner. You can put a mission statement in your planner. You could use uplifting quotes or images. You can write in your values or reminders of faith or verses of scripture and things like that. You can add stickers. You can make it fun. You could be silly, like put some puns in there, whatever you want to do. And then, of course, I mentioned YouTube as a way to look into other ideas and inspiration. And I'll be talking about YouTube more a little bit later in this presentation, but for now, I just want to mention that one of the ways that I like to use YouTube is I'll find someone who's really good at bullet journaling, for example, and I will put one of their videos on and just have it kind of as white noise as a background distraction almost to keep my brain a little bit more occupied, but also to help me stay on task when I'm actually planning for myself. So while I'm jamming on my planner, I'll put on a YouTube video of someone else making these beautiful, intricate designs. And while I won't necessarily be doing what they're doing, I'm able to focus that 30 minutes or however long their YouTube video is on getting my stuff in order. So I find that very useful. Okay, on to resources and more inspiration. So these are all the links of resources that I'm going to put in the comments. So please feel free to look through those at your leisure. To begin though, I want to talk about some books that you can use to help get organized. So we're going to start with RB Digital. This is the library's audiobook resource. Excuse me. This is one of the library's audiobook resources, and it has no waits, no holds. So if you have an APPL library card or if you want one, you can contact me. But if you have one, you can get set up with RB Digital to listen to these audiobooks. And this one, No Excuses, The Power of Self-Discipline for Success in Your Life by BrianTracy, is more about like the motivation, the power of self-discipline, all of the ways that you can use different areas of your life, all the ways that you can use organization, time management, self-discipline, those sorts of things to stay organized and stay on top of stuff. Like it says, 21 ways to achieve lasting happiness and success. So this is a really practical title. It's a lot of fun. Related to this title, I wanted to mention that the virtual book club, the library's virtual book club on Facebook, is discussing this title along with a couple of other titles on RB Digital. So if you want to click on the link in the comments to our Facebook group, you can join us. And it'll say that you have to request to join, but I'll let you in, no worries. So here are some of the books we'll be discussing. Here's information on accessing RB Digital. That's right at the forefront of the group. And then here are some of the titles, and when we go down, here is no excuses. So I have a specific thread just for discussing that book, and I would love to see what you guys think if you are able to listen to it, how it helps you, all that good stuff. Also on RB Digital, we have the 8-Minute Organizer, Easy Solutions to Simplify Your Life in Your Spare Time by Regina Leeds. This one I like because it's quick and easy and talking about important daily routines, but fun projects that can also inspire you along the way, things that just take a few moments each day. So the 8-Minute Organizer is another book that I would recommend on audiobook on RB Digital. Now, if you're a print book person, we have a few resources for you as well. Packrat to Clutter Free, How I Cleaned Up My Life in Less Than a Year by MC Starbuck is available in print at the Prattville Public Library. You'll need to wait for us to reopen to access it, but you can also see if you can get yourself a digital copy on Amazon, on Kindle, or anything like that, if you're in a rush. But if you want to wait and get it for free at the library, you absolutely can. And this, I actually know the author. She's fantastic. She did a presentation for the library on decluttering for the holidays, and it was really good and very informative. So this is more on the physical aspect of planning and decluttering rather, and keeping your life in order in the physical realm, which is a really good practical aspect of keeping your life in order in the mental realm, because honestly, it's very hard to stay focused and organized mentally when your environment is a big old mess. Next, we have The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. I'm sure many of you have heard of this book, by Marie Kondo. She is the lady who came up with the KonMari method of tidying up. And again, this is along the same lines where if you have a clean workspace, if you have a clean area in which you're working on whatever it is that requires your focus and attention, you're going to have an easier time finding the things that you need to get your tasks done. And you're also going to have an easier time just mentally decluttering as well. Finally, we have Organize Your Mind. Oh, sorry, not finally, I got one more after this. Organize Your Mind, Organize Your Life, Train Your Brain to Get More Done in Less Time by Paul Hammerness. I have a copy of this personally, and I enjoy it. It's very much productivity centered, but we also have a copy at the Prattville Library, and it's got lots of practical tips like many of the others before, but this one is a little bit more on top of productivity in the mental realm. Okay, next up, if it will let me go to my tab, we have Organize Your Genealogy. So this just goes to show that if you have, let's say you're very organized and you're great at planning and you just are on top of it, like your house is pristine, you're on top of it overall, but you have that one project that just makes a mess. And let's say that project is genealogy. Well, this is the book for you, first of all, but it's also an example of the types of things you can find that are a little bit more specific or niche to whatever it is that you're looking for. So I like things about mental organization. I like things about practical and space organization, but then I also like things about organization for crafting and craft materials and DIY organization methods, which is where you craft your own organizational solutions, basically. So you can really get as specific or as broad as you'd like, and this is just an example of that. Okay, on to YouTube. If you love videos, this is a great way to learn and get more inspiration and resources for staying organized. So TED is an excellent organization with lots of information, speakers from all over that are sharing great ideas. And the um, the cool thing about YouTube is when you find a channel that you like or a source that you feel is reputable or anything like that, you can click on the little search icon and type in what you're looking for. And that will take you to specific videos, if they have them, about that topic within that channel. So the video that I thought was interesting for this particular topic was How to Gain Control of Your Free Time by Laura Vanderkam. That's a great one about time management, how busy people spend their lives, how you spend your free time, all those sorts of things. Related to TED, we have TED Ed, and I did the same thing. I just typed in organized in the search bar here, or organization rather, and this came up with how to manage your time more effectively according to machines. And these are little illustrated videos that are really cool, and you can also download a free audiobook through them. So there's all sorts of information available to you on the internet, through YouTube, through TED, whatever. If you're willing to do a little bit of searching, you can absolutely find what you're looking for. Then more specifically to journaling, we have the Bullet Journal YouTube channel. The first video, How to Bullet Journal, I actually played for my presentation on spring cleaning your brain, but it's just a real quick overview of the bullet journaling process by the inventor of the bullet journal process. And then you can go more and more into depth on different projects, different areas of your life that you can bullet journal and things like that. I find this channel to be helpful to some extent for the basics and the structure, but then when it comes to the actual inspiration, I like to dig a little deeper, and so I go to other YouTubers for that. One of those other YouTubers is AmandaRachLee, and she, like, look at the illustration for her cover photo. She is clearly very artistic. She has several themes for each of her months that she goes through. She's got excellent calligraphy and hand lettering skills. She's got a lot of pens, a lot of tools, all sorts of really cool doodles and stationery tips and tricks, and she just kind of goes through her process as she does what she does. So she's a great source of inspiration for bullet journaling if you are interested. Next, I also recommend How to ADHD, and that is a practical one that has a little bit of content that's just kind of about neurodivergence in general and things like that, but she does have a particular video. Let me see if I can find it. I thought I had it pulled up. I apologize. A lot of it is about getting places on time or communicating effectively. There's all sorts of different information as it relates to ADHD, but she does have one specifically for bullet journaling. And I obviously cannot find it. It might be a little older, but I felt that it was very helpful She's got how to manage your time with Eric Trivers. I'm not sure who that is, but that sounds cool. I'm gonna have to check that one out later. Tackle clutter. I mean, there's all sorts of things. Here we go. Best planner for ADHD, the bullet journal. So she talks in this one how to create a bullet journal plus top 10 tips. And I'm not actually gonna play it because it's gonna do an ad anyway. But it talks about why it's great for lots of people. And she gives you tips to show you, she gives you tips to show you how to use it most effectively. And she's just kind of a bubbly, fun personality who's fun to watch. Okay. Next on our list of resources of inspiration and information is Pinterest. I very much recommend Pinterest for inspiration, particularly if you want to doll up your journal a little bit, if you want to add some fun borders, you want to do some hand lettering, you want inspirations for spreads or trackers, you can do that. You can also find links to Printable planner inserts and all sorts of other things. So I like to just type in Printable. We'll put in Printable tracker for now. And it will show you so many, like look at this, Printable bullet journal. Okay. Some of them are free, some of them are not. You just have to use your search skills to find out. But you can download habit trackers, you can do a year in pixels with daily mood tracking. There's tons and tons and tons of options. Lots of things that you can find on Pinterest. And you can, again, do it specifically for savings. You can do it for keto, you can do it for debt payoff. There's all sorts of specific realms or areas of life that you can really dive deep into when you're working on organization and planning. Okay, the last resource I want to point you all to today is Etsy. And Etsy, a lot of the things you'll find on Pinterest that are free or purchasable, that are printables or downloadables, will end up taking you to Etsy anyway. Etsy is an online shop for, makers of handmade items primarily. And as you can see, they've got tons of planner printables and things like that. You can narrow it down, you can broaden it up. There's all sorts of things to choose from. Life Finder, 58 pages. You can get colorful ones, you can get really colorful ones, you can get really simple ones. So there are tons of options. You can buy little icons for your planner that you can make into stickers and cut out and stick all over your planner. Tons of options on Etsy. And you can even get planner templates that are built in kind of all in one. So like this daily printable planner with priority. This was just designed by a graphic designer, and you're able to put your top 3 priorities, the date, the time, other tasks, meals, notes, and you can do water tracking and tracking other things as well. So it's a really, there's different options you can get. You can get ways to customize these things a lot of times. So there's really cool ways to stay on task and organize your information. So yeah, go ahead and poke around through these resources, see what you can find. Again, the list of all these links will be put in the comments. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me at rparlier@appl.info. Again, that's rparlier@appl.info. thank you guys so much for joining me for this planning series. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have anything you wish I covered or anything you want to add or anything at all to tell me, please tell me. Message us on Facebook, comment on YouTube. Let us know. Let us know what's going on. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, y'all. Have a wonderful day.